Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you're doing well today. Hope your weekend has been good so far. Now today I'm going to be doing a test. It's not really a scientific test. It's just more from my own kind of understanding and my own curiosity. Now I've been curious if different styles of Khatra make the arrow travel faster or have more impact when it hits the target. Now what I'm going to try is just a standard traditional with no Khatra, and then I'm going to shoot with a forward only, and then I'm going to shoot with a side, turning the bow to the side whenever I release the shot, just to see if it creates any difference in arrow speed. Now I've also got kind of a hybrid of the two types of Khatra. It's more of a forward twist, so I'm going to see if that has an effect as well. Now I'm going to be shooting through my chronograph, and I'll be using my AF Archery Tatar bow. Now the arrows I'm going to be using for the test are going to be my Linkboy arrows, my 500 spine carbons. These are coming in at about 462.9 grains per arrow, total arrow weight, and that breaks down to about 14 and some change grains per inch at a 32-inch arrow. So that's the weight of the arrows. Now I will be trying a bamboo arrow as well, just for my own curiosity. Now that is a heavy arrow. That's coming in at about 600 grains total arrow weight, and it breaks down to about 18.9 grains per inch in a 32-inch arrow. So I don't know how fast or slow that arrow is actually going to travel out of a 35-pound bow, but we're going to try it and see. So let me get set up. Let's switch to the other camera and let's see how these shots actually pull off using the different styles and techniques of shooting with an Asiatic bow. All right, so let's start another string. Start fresh. Now we will be shooting the no Khatra, just straight traditional shooting first to see what the arrow speed is through the chronograph. I'll be taking 2 shots of each. That way it gives me not a great picture, but it'll give me a good picture of how fast the arrows are traveling when I'm shooting. Now this one's hard for me, trying to shoot without using Khatra on this. That's what we come up with. 165. Second shot using no Khatra. And 165. Duplicate shot. All right. Now, let's try a forward style of Khatra. Sorry, my side got dark here. It's hard to see with the sun blazing behind you like that. .175, definite increase in arrow speed. And 174. So that was a definite increase in the speed. Now we're going to try it to the side. Duplicate 174. And 171. Now let's try more of a hybrid, and when I say a hybrid, what I'm going to try to do is not only do a forward Khatra but a twist as well. Hopefully this will produce the results I'm looking for. So 174 has been my highest so far. .166. Now some of these could be release inconsistencies or just the timing of the Khatra itself, because sometimes that has an effect on it if you don't time it just right, and I can't say that I'm perfect at my timing. So and 173. So still 174 was the highest using a forward style of Khatra whenever I was shooting. So let's go collect the arrows and we'll take a few more shots. Now as you could tell, just based on the chronograph, you could see the difference in speed. I didn't shoot the bamboo arrow yet. I'll shoot that on the next go round. We're going to take a couple more shots with each just to see if that improves. And again, it's the timing of it too. Timing is critical and key, and I can't explain how to time it for you. It's just one of those things you have to practice. Now I'm not always perfect. I'm not always consistent with that, but it's a matter of timing whenever you're using Khatra. Because you want to, I don't even know how to explain it, to be honest with you, so I'm not even going to try and make myself look stupid. So let me get my arrows and we'll take some more shots and see the results from the next go round. Delete the string as always, that way we can start fresh. 2 shots, no Khatra, traditional Western style. Well, it's not traditional Western style. I'm actually shooting with a thumb ring, so nothing traditional about it, but we won't be using Khatra on the first 2 shots. And I feel stupid when I do that. 169. That's an improvement from the last time. 173, impressive. All right. Now I'll be using forward Khatra once more. .168. Again, it's timing and consistency, and that's going to really have an effect on your shot. So let's see if I can get that to go a little bit faster. Duplicate. 168. All right, well, that time around the forward was not that great. We're going to use a side, and again, I don't know what to call all of this. You have to forgive me. I'm still learning. 165 and 166. Now we'll do the hybrid one time, just to see the mixture of the two types of Khatra that I'm using, to see if that has an effect on the arrow. .167, still not as strong as my 174 on the last go around, but nonetheless still good. I'm not going to complain. .173. So I still think that this style, where you forward and a little twist, gives you the most performance, or gives you the best performance, should I say, out of a horse bow. I could be wrong. That may be different for everybody. But again, trying to be consistent with those, that's the hardest part, is the timing and the consistency. And I find myself flip-flopping between all kinds of different things. So I need to be more determined, if you will, to stay with one style or the other, or be able to switch in and out of them instead of mixing them up all the time. So let me get my arrows and we'll test some slow motion shots. Before I move on, I need to test the bamboo arrows out of this bow. Now these are 600 grains total weight, 18 grains per inch on a 32-inch arrow. So let's see how fast or slow these actually perform out of this bow. 153. And 151. So they are slower out of the 35-pound Tatar bow. Now I think with a higher poundage bow, you get better performance out of those. 35 pounds is not going to push those 600 grain arrows that fast, but they do. I mean, 150, 151, that's still not a bad speed. So there you have it, my very unscientific scientific experiment about arrow speed through a horse bow, using different styles of Khatra and using no Khatra. I think the hybrid form that I was using, like the forward with a twist, I don't know what you call it. Again, I'm not a professional at this, but I think that gave me the best overall performance the couple times that I tried it. Now there were a few, again, that were slower, but that's from a consistent release and a consistent timing whenever you're releasing the arrow. That's going to give you the best arrow flight, of course, no matter what you're doing. So I know it's been a couple of weeks since I've posted anything, but again, work schedule is what it is, and it's been kind of crazy as of late. But for future coming up on my channel, I do have a couple of new bow reviews that I'm going to be talking about. I've got some new gear reviews I'm going to be talking about. So I've got some stuff planned and coming up in the works. Also, people have been asking about the bow giveaway. I know that it's been kind of stretched out and the time has seemed like it's getting further and further out. The reason I've not done the bow giveaway yet is because I want to make sure I have all the legal stuff together because I don't want to get in trouble or do anything that would jeopardize me being able to share my content here on this platform. So I have to make sure that everything's just right, and I'm sorry it's taking so long to do that, but the bow giveaway is coming as soon as I can work out all the little details. That being said, please check out my website, blueskiesarchery.com. I think you'll find something there that you may enjoy. There's blogs, gear reviews, product links, all kinds of stuff there on my website. And I am trying to grow that a little bit more to make it more user-friendly and to kind of add stuff to it that maybe you would find useful to use when you get out to go shoot. Now, the other thing, too, I do have a subscriber spotlight on my website, blueskiesarchery.com. Please go by and check it out. If you want to be a part of that, all you have to do is send me a picture of your gear or you out shooting or something to that effect, and I'll be more than happy to put you into the subscriber spotlight on the website. That way you can walk around with a little street cred going, look there, I'm on a website. So but please send me that if you want to be a part of that, and I'd be happy to include you in that on my website, blueskiesarchery.com. So thank you so much for coming by. Thank you for hanging out with me today. It's always my pleasure to get on here and just have some fun shooting and share that with you. And if you're new to my channel and you like the content, please consider subscribing. Hit the subscribe link and hit the notifications bell. That way, when I post new content, you can come in and hang out with us and just, you know, enjoy the freak show that is me out here shooting. So I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. It's always my hope that you have a great day, a better day tomorrow, and a wonderful week ahead of you. And until next time.